Mets win, baby. 7-3 over the Washington Nationals. What a enjoyable game that the Mets played today. I am far more happy than I have been over the past few days when it comes to this team because they were playing some competitive baseball. Let's not deny that against the Dodgers. Obviously, taking 2 out of 3. But I wanted to see more from the offense, especially against the Colorado Rockies, a struggling bottom feeding baseball team. So I figured, all right, let's go into this National Series. Let's get the bats hot going towards October here. So then come playoff time, they're ready to go. And the bats sure were alive tonight. I am very happy with what I saw from this team today. So we're going to talk about it. Before we do, be sure to leave a like on the video if you do enjoy. Subscribe if you guys are new, especially if you're Met fans. Turn on your notifications as well so you know when I upload. But David Peterson versus Josiah Gray. And I said it on the podcast. I'll say it here. This was the game with the pitching matchup where you look at it and you're like, okay, you could understand if we lose this one. Peterson's been good, but Josiah Gray, it's more about him being one of the better pitchers for the Nationals. But even then, with Peterson, there are times where he has a rough go at things, and he got into a bit of trouble this game. There's no really denying that one. But overall, I think that he pitched pretty solid, which we'll talk about. But yeah, first inning to kick things off, he has a pretty smooth first inning, allows a single to Luke Voigt, is a who's the best hitter in that lineup. So there's no way around it really. So understandable. And bottom of the first, Brandon Nimmo, leadoff double, like that. Fortunately, 2 outs. Pete Alonso with a walk. Nice to see him start the game with a walk because obviously we know Pete has been in a slump, and that Dodger series was it was abysmal for him. There's no way around it. So nice to see him get a walk there. Vogie then lines out as he returns to the starting lineup with a righty finally on the mound for the opposing side of things. Mets, yes, it sucks that they couldn't get anything going in the first inning, but it is what it is because the second inning, Peterson, clean inning, and then bottom of the second, Jeff McNeil with a single, kind of strikes out, but Eduardo Escobar ends up hitting a home run to right, and that makes it a 2-0 Mets lead very early in the game. And you know what I say all the time, when the Mets are up early, I'm feeling good. They have a very good record, I believe, when they're leading when they have a lead in the first 3 innings or so. So I was feeling very confident then, and yeah, Eduardo Escobar, nice to see him get going. If his bat could get going, this lineup becomes a whole lot scarier because really there's a hole with Escobar, the catcher spot. So if we could get one or both going, then this lineup all of a sudden becomes a very, very dangerous lineup. And you say, who do you even pitch to at that point? So very nice to see. Third inning, Victor Robles gets a leadoff triple. CJ Abrams grounds out, and then unfortunately you have a strike him out, and you tried to throw him out. Double play there, but didn't end up going as Victor Robles stole home because that throw by Tomas Nido just I don't agree with him throwing it there. I think that was a bad decision, but Blaine Thomason, I believe, also went to first because you had the play at first that you had to throw him out there. And then Meneses with a walk, Luke Voigt with a single, and you're worried that Peterson got into some trouble, but he gets the next 2 outs. Nelson Cruz, yeah, age is starting to get to him as he goes down on a strikeout, and then Ruiz grounds out. Peterson avoids trouble. Still a 2-1 game, thankfully. So you're feeling pretty good. Offense doesn't get going in the third. And then fourth inning, Peterson, 3 strikeouts. Unreal. Allowed a double, but still 3 strikeouts. I'll take that from David Peterson. So yeah, I will absolutely take that. Bottom of the fourth, Bogey with a walk. Jeff McNeil then with a double. You're feeling good. Mets got a score right. Mark Canha grounds out. And then they intentionally walk Escobar. And then Tomas Nido gets a sac fly to make it 3-1. However, they end up doubling up McNeil. But thankfully, McNeil, smart baseball, waited between second and third, and was able to let Vogie cross the plate before getting tagged out. So 3-1 game. And then my heart started going a bit because fifth inning, Lane Thomas grounds out. Meneses with a single. Voigt grounds out. And then Alex Call comes to the pitch hit. I have no idea who he is, but he gets an RBI single, so I guess now I know him. And that makes it 3-2. Mets offense doesn't get going, and you're like, all right, what are we doing here? And then the sixth inning, Garcia with a single, and then Vargas with a double to tie the game, and you're like, all right, come on, really? Gets the Washington Nationals. What are we doing? Givens then comes in, very, very solid last two outs there that he got. So I'm happy there. But then Pete Alonso gives us the lead right back. No problem. Out of the slump finally, hopefully. I'm knocking on wood here. Let's hope that this is the end of the slump as he crushes this one to left. Makes it a 4-3 game. And the Mets were not done adding runs here. Thankfully, Vogie then with a walk. Jeff McNeil with a single. Cishek comes in. And the Mets are smelling lunchtime when he comes in because Cishek obviously hit Heat and Lindor in the face this season, or he was at least close to hitting one. He might have hit both. I think he did actually, but I digress. Cannon then with a single, and Escobar gets a sac fly. No need to be disappointed. We are definitely going to take that, Escobar. So sac fly, productive out. We love that. Tomas Nido then with a single to make things 6-3, and then Brandon Nimmo with a triple to make things 7-3. Marte ends the rally, but make it a 7-3 game. And I'm feeling pretty good at that point. I'm feeling very good. And then what ended up happening, because I'm blanking for whatever reason. Oh, yeah, 7th inning. Naquin ended up pitch running, by the way, for Vogelbach. Forgot to mention that. But Michael Givens looked solid again. Walked Luke Voit, but understandable. You're going to pitch around a guy like that who's the only really good player in that Nationals lineup. But outside of that, pitch really good. So big claps for Michael Givens. Let's hope this is the start of a turnaround. And then the Mets go down in order. Joely comes in and he struggled a bit. I shouldn't say struggled. I mean, he a lot of single to Garcia, but got the last two strikeouts. Looked like a good outing for Joely. I was happy. Showed some emotion out there. So that's good. I really like, though, one thing that I will say about Joely, despite him having a bad year, I really like his attitude when he's out there on the mound. He still goes out there and he still has a good attitude. You don't see any mental. He doesn't seem mentally drained despite struggling this year. We're not going to deny that he has been. He has been struggling, and yeah, overall, I'm happy, and I'm hoping that he could turn it around as well, because this bullpen, if they could become lights out, this Mets team becomes even bigger of a problem, because obviously the starting pitching is good enough to set up the bullpen, and if the bullpen could just close out these games, we're feeling good. And the Mets then don't do anything really in the 8th. You had a Mark Canha double, but that was about it. 9th inning, Lugo comes in and gets the first out. No problem. Lane Thomas gets on from an error, just a bad throw by Eduardo Escobar there. I don't know what he was doing, but gets Meneses out on a strikeout, allows a single to Luke Voit, but then gets the final out to end things. Strikes out Palacio. So sure, I have no. But the Mets end up winning this game. David Peterson's final stat line: 5 1/3, allowing 8 hits, 3 earned runs, 1 walk, 6 strikeouts. I'll take that, because with Peterson, you're thinking 5 or 6. So he gave you that, and overall, I'm happy enough with what he gave. And the bullpen has been better lately, so I was feeling more confident. I honestly didn't even sweat this game. This was a game nice and easy to relax and watch. I was a little stressed, I'll say, when the Nationals tied the game, but for the most part, I still wasn't freaking out, because I felt like, all right, this team, come on, we just beat the Dodgers. Let's take care of business here. Come on now. And sure enough, they did. Peterson pitched a solid enough game, in my opinion. Givens then with a strikeout, only allowed to walk, no hits allowed. Big claps from Michael Givens. Great outing from him. Would like to see him continue to get on track here, if you will. Joely then allowed a hit, 2 strikeouts. Overall, I'm happy, though, with Joely. I thought Joely had a solid outing. Lugo, 2 strikeouts, allowed a hit. And I'm not going to be mad about it, because, again, it was to Luke Voit. I'm not going to be mad if you're allowing hits to Luke Voit, because he, at the end of the day, is a special hitter, where some of these guys on the Nationals, they shouldn't even be in the majors. They just are, because the Nationals are just not a good baseball team. There's no way around it. Some of these guys should still be developing in AAA, but that it is what it is. I'll take it. Brandon Nimmo going 2 for 4 with an RBI. Great day for Brandon Nimmo at the office. I am very happy with what I saw from him. So, yeah, Nimmo's starting to get heated up a bit, hopefully. So, that's definitely promising quite a bit. And after a great series against the Dodgers, I mean, how could you not be feeling confident in yourself? Marte, on the other hand, I don't know where he was today. He was 0 for 4, but I'm not going to be mad because he has looked good lately. Lindor 0 for 4 with a strikeout. A little worrisome. But overall, I'm not going to be too mad about it. Alonso going 1 for 3 with that home run and a walk. Feeling good about Alonso after this game. And let's see if he could start to carry momentum the rest of the series. Because if Pete Alonso could get hot, then this team is definitely going to be more trouble for the MLB than they already were prior. Bogey went 0 for 1, got 2 walks. So you're happy with what you saw from him. And yeah, would like to see him get a hit or two sometime soon, but I'll take walks. Naquin 0 for 1. I think he got oh no, he pitch ran. That's how he got that run. But yeah, 0 for 1 for Naquin. Whatever. McNeil 3 for 4. Very happy with what I saw from McNeil. Nice to see him bounce back after he kind of struggled a bit. I should have paid attention if he was separating his hands for the first swing again. But regardless, I'll take a 3 for 4 day from Jeff McNeil to the bank. So very happy with what I saw there. Mark Canha going 2 for 4. Again, these guys weren't really factors in that Dodgers series. And when they're going, it makes a difference. When you have all 9 hitters, obviously. But still, when you have all 9 hitters, 1 through 9, you might have some 0-4s in there. But for the most part, when you get to the bottom of the order, it's not automatic outs, I should say. Then that's what makes the difference, because then Escobar as well went 1 for 2, 3 RBIs with that home run and a walk. Very great day for Eduardo Escobar. If he could heat up again, that just would make the difference. Tomas Nido, who needs to be the everyday catcher, 1 for 3 with 2 RBIs. Very happy with Tomas Nido outside of the defensive play, but what are you going to do about it? Mets win this one, 10 hits apiece for each team, but the Mets come out on top. 2 errors also for them, which was interesting. But tomorrow, you got Mad Max on the mound versus Patrick Corbin. So you should win the game. Let's hope. Patrick Corbin's not good, but we know the Mets struggle against lefties. So we'll see what happens. Hopefully the Mets come out with a dub. Thank you so much for watching this video. If you did enjoy, leave a like. Subscribe if you guys are new, especially if you're Met fans. Turn on your notifications. And I will see you in the next one. Let's go Mets, baby.